Austin is no longer just about tech jobs and music festivals. Today, it's home to some of the wealthiest people across the nation, and I'm gonna show you where they live. From lake compounds to penthouses in the sky, we're gonna pull back the curtains so you can see what their views look like. So whether you're curious, house hunting, or just dreaming, stick around so you can see these beautiful pockets of Austin on the golf courses, the lake, and in the sky. Hi, I'm Nicole Cooper, UT Golf alum, real estate pro, and host of the American Dream TV show. I've been helping people buy and sell in the Austin area for over 15 years, and if you want to know where the luxury lifestyles are located, I'm going to show you right now. Let's get started on Luxury Austin. But first off, who are these people? Who are the billionaires and the celebrities that live in Austin? Well, let's start with our workforce. We've got Elon Musk with Tesla. We've got Michael Dell, the computer genius. We've got Joe Gebbia, the Airbnb co-founder. We have John Paul DeJoria, think Paul Mitchell, and Patron Tequila. We've got Tito's beverage company, Burt Beverage here in Austin. And lastly, we have Kendra Scott, the jewelry maven. As for celebrities, one of my faves and a big UT supporter is our Matthew McConaughey. We've got comedian and podcast extraordinaire expert of Joe Rogan. We've got Sandra Bullock. We have stars that live here from the show Supernatural in the Ackles and the Padaleckis. We have the ex-Bachelor host in Chris Harrison. And of course, we can't go without saying Willie Nelson. He lives a little bit further out of town, but he's still an Austin fave. And to round it up, we've got Richard Linklater and Robert Rodriguez. So those are just a few of the notables that currently have at least a home in Austin. Now let's talk about where they live. Most of these guys that I've mentioned here live on or very close to the lake. Then some of them are living in our penthouses, and then some of them are living in our golf course communities. So let's have a look in the map. So to note first, one of our most favorite places is on the lake. The Colorado River runs through the entire city of Austin, as you can see here. And in this part of the lake, it's called Town Lake and Lake Austin, or Lady Bird Lake. We have a few names for the lake as it goes through town, but it is all the Colorado River, and all of these homes that front the Colorado River are at an extreme premium because there's just not that many of them. Supply and demand, you know? So if you're lucky enough to have one of these properties down on the water's edge, that means that you're most likely going to have a boat ramp and easy access on and off the lake at any time. Some of the properties are larger than others, but for the most part, these properties that do touch the water, they're going to be larger than what you would classify as an in-town lot. Say an in-town lot is maybe a quarter of an acre. These are going to be more half an acre to an acre because generally speaking, someone that has enough money to buy on the lake wants a bit of privacy, and they have enough money to buy more land. The next common place for our ultra wealthy to live is on the golf course. And here you have a combo of the golf course and Lake Austin. So this is Austin Country Club right here and on the lake. Some other golf communities in town that have some of our wealthiest inhabitants are Spanish Oaks, Driftwood, Barton Creek, and the new Travis Club that's not even open yet, but it's coming soon. And Travis Club, just to get a kind of baseline property at the bottom of the stack, is going to be about $4 million. So sky's the limit once you get out there. And lastly, our next spot where we are going to find a lot of our celebrities and ultra rich, wealthy people in Austin are in these beautiful high-rise condominiums downtown, up in the penthouse. Yes, the top floors of all of these units are in the multi-millions, and I'll show you the ones that are over 10 million, as that's what we're going to be focusing on today. So stick around so you can figure out and know where all the 10 million plus properties are in Austin. Okay, so let's look at the map here so you can just see these properties here are over $10 million. So we have downtown condos here over 10 million. Then we have lakefront properties or like high views on this one here. These are all over 10 million. And then we come out towards, this is like the Steiner Ranch area side of the lake views here. And then these two here are in Spanish Oaks. So you can see where those price points are or where the listings over $10 million are falling. Now I'm going to show you a different view. This is a private listing service here. They're off-market properties, but again, you can get an idea of where these 10 million plus properties are falling. Downtown, Tarrytown, along the lake, out in Westlake, Barton Creek, Spanish Oaks, and then over here on the river again. Here's an example of a penthouse listing in 44 East. It's on the 45th floor. It's listed for $11,250,000. And just check out the view. You're looking up the river here towards all the downtown buildings, beautiful light, corner unit. Well, penthouse could very well be the entire top floor. Sometimes they split them up into two, but nonetheless, this one's listed for $11,250,000. You get the nice sunset view in the evening and you get the downtown views towards the north. It's just gorgeous from the top. And this one is listed with Christie's International at the moment. This property here is some lakefront living. We've got a price of $10,700,000, just under an acre, about 4,000 square feet. And it's on this little peninsula here. Right across the river would be Hula Hut and Mozart's, so you can get your bearings. I mean, check out that positioning on the lake. Talk about a primo spot. The house itself was built in 1982, or you could probably double this price if it were a new construction from today. But nonetheless, you get that access in that gorgeous peninsula lot. And this one is listed with Keller Williams Realty. So as we look at the map here, downtown is pretty easy to define. That's all of our high-rise condos. And then if we come out here to Westlake Hills, Tarrytown, Rollingwood, this is kind of like our Beverly Hills of Boston. Not quite the shopping that Beverly Hills has, but as far as relative scale of how expensive it is compared to the city, this is our Beverly Hills in this area right here. We have some more lakefront properties up here. We've got Austin Country Club here. I'm going to take you out here to the west over to Bee Cave and take you to a Spanish Oaks property. This one's listed with Compass. Now, Spanish Oaks has a 24/7 security gate, and it has just the ultimate prestige, privacy, and luxury factor. And homes like this, you're gonna find in there quite a bit. This one's listed for $13,995,000. It's new, just over 11,000 square feet, but you're gonna have views for days. Multiple levels, multiple textures. It's the Texas Hill Country meets modern Tuscan design, and you've got metal roof lines, lots of angles, wood, brick, all kinds of different textures. And then look, you have this inlaid brick driveway. So in Spanish Oaks, you have a luxury golf club. It's 18 holes, $200,000 initiation fee, and then your dues from there. You can just be a social member. They have a fishing pond and swimming pool and basketball court and volleyball court and things within the community, and it's just the epitome of luxury. And you can see in these beautiful homes like this, they construct them nowadays to have in and out living. So they make it where these walls are basically removable, or you push them in like an accordion, or panda doors where they slide in so you don't even know they're there. If you're hosting a party, you can come in and out, and it's just the new trend that really, really suits. And then of course, you've gotta love a wine wall. One of my favorite features in new construction these days. Now, we can hop over here to these properties that are currently private listings or off market. They are for sale, but they're not listed in the public system. So they're not in the MLS. You'll never find them on Zillow or Redfin. So we'll just have a peek at some of them here. This is another one in the East condo building there. We've got some over here on the river. We've got one at $23 million on Stratford Hills. Stratford Hills is just a part of town where the rolling terrain is gorgeous. I'm going to show you a view from inside this house. So I'm going to show you some views at one of these listings listed just under $20 million with Kumara Wilcoxon, with Cooper Sotheby. Look through the windows here and you can see the downtown skyline. And then look up at the ceiling here and look at the intricate detail work in the carpentry there. Another beautiful view of the downtown skyline. Here's a view of the back of the property. You can see its proximity to the lake, not even on the lake, but just the size of the home, the build out, the quality of detail, and the view of downtown is what brings this property to a $20 million property. $19,950,000 to be exact. We've got about 8,000 square feet, built in 1998. Up next, we've got a property on the lake. This is out in the River Place subdivision on Big View Drive, so that's out west of town. But just check out the gorgeous how it comes right up to the lake. It's a constant level lake there, so you don't have to worry about flooding or about not having any water like you may have to worry about in Lake Travis. But you can see how large the home is here. We're listed for $14,950,000. You've got 7,159 square feet and just around 3.5 acres. So plenty of room to live, plenty of room to move around. You've got your pool and your privacy. Again, an example of one of these indoor-outdoor living, entertaining areas. These in and out designs here where you can just flow from the interior to the exterior are such a nice design trend that they started, 10, 15 years ago, and they've just gotten better quality to be able to hide those pocket doors back there. Now everybody loves them on the lake or on anywhere with a view. Beautiful kitchen here with the waterfall quartz tile or waterfall quartz countertops, looking through to the living room. Really cool design here on the lake. Now I want to show you one over here in Barton Creek. This one's listed for $13,900,000 with Cooper Sotheby's, just over 3 acres. This one looks more like a sprawling estate, a bit more like castle Mediterranean style, beautiful negative edge pool and all the white stucco all the way around, and it has just a little bit of stonework as detail work around the edges. And a gorgeous wine room here in this home, big enough to fit all your most favorite bottles. And for our last one here, we're coming back in town just a little bit in Tarrytown. This is what I would consider part of our Beverly Hills of Austin. And this one here is listed for $11,950,000, just a little bit over 6,700 square feet, listed with Cooper Sotheby's. It's on 1/2 acre, and you see how the size of the lot gets smaller once we come back into town. And this one is in town between the lake and the city. Check out the ceilings here, the intricate detail woodworking there, the inlays here on the floor as well. You don't have any of those above board transition pieces. This is actually really beautiful carpentry work instead. And then you have the blend of textures in here with this gorgeous marble style backsplash and natural wood cabinets. Here's a view of the outside, and when you're in town in Tarrytown, you're typically not going to have too many views because you're kind of tucked in a neighborhood and there's not enough rolling hill over there for the most part. Every now and then you might get a glimpse of downtown, but you're not going to have any too many panoramic views over there. You're simply paying for location and proximity to Austin. So to wrap it up for our ultra luxury people that live here in Austin, number 1, we've got our Lakefront, Waterfront Austin. That's our trophy play. Up next, we've got our Westlake, Rollingwood, and Tarrytown. That's our Beverly Hills of Austin. Then we have our golf vibe communities, the country clubs like Spanish Oaks, Austin Country Club, Barton Creek, Travis Club, Thriftwood. You're going to find a lot of celebrities and golf-loving style of people that live in these communities. And lastly, those celebrities that like to be right in the thick of things, right in the heart of downtown, you're going to find them in the high-rise downtown condos. So if you're considering a move to Austin and want to learn about the condo lifestyle, luxury living, or just what the vibe is here, you're in the right spot. We can help you. All you have to do is give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email, or even schedule a Zoom call. We are always here to help you find the right home that matches your lifestyle. Until next time, be kind to yourself and others. Can't wait to see you around town.